What is up, family? Actually, guys, I'm gonna pause this thing because literally, hold on. So, hey, y'all. We are just gonna go back through the outline for the Wealthy Apprentice. Just so you guys know, we got a name, we got a rename, a rebrand. Let me learn how to talk for a second. We got a rebrand to the Wealthy Apprentice because after Pierre had joined us, and we have more men that are jumping in and wanting to be a part of this, so I figured why not, why not be in a place and position to where we are all on the same page and gender exclusive. Let me pull this up because I did edit this and I don't know why it's not edited on here. I edited on the description of the product. Okay, so this is what you guys will be for those of you guys who are working with the affiliate program, or those of you guys who are just walking with us through the apprenticeship. This is going to be the contents of the apprenticeship, okay? So for you guys know, I'm all about spirituality. I'm all about mental health, all about emotional wellness, physical wellness, and lastly, financial wellness. So often we are so focused, hyper focused on, you know what the problem is this phone right here is echoing. So all I can hear is myself talk. Okay. The problem is that people want the money first, or we're in such dire financial need that we're pushing for the money to come through when we haven't got our mind right, when we haven't got our emotions in agreement with the direction that we're going, and we're not physically well. So some of you guys are be busting butt first thing in the morning. You get 4 hours in and you're so mentally exhausted that you have to take a nap. You cannot settle for that anymore. So as we go through this process and continue, at the end of the month, me, Pierre, Mark are coming together to bring a fitness challenge. And that fitness challenge isn't going to be sending you to the gym and doing all this stuff, but it's going to be mindfulness practice in what you're consuming, whether that be content, whether that be media, whether that be the food that you're putting in the body, the beverages that you're drinking. Because you guys, if you want to elevate to a state of wealth accumulation, you have to be able to accumulate overall wellness as well. And we have been through many sessions prior, the emotional release of the trauma and the situations, circumstances surrounding us, talking about better financial practice, understanding how you can be all things that you know and believe that you are, and you don't have to utilize limiting beliefs from the past. And our parents, my parents, and and those of you guys that may be a generation past me, your parents were in the Depression. You have a belief system that was built and structured by a generation that had to use scarcity to survive. Guess what? We are not in survival anymore. And the things that used to put us in last place are the reason why we are now in first place, which is why we go through the process of becoming minority accredited as wealthy women, as men and women of color. And we leverage the fact that we are who we are and we've gone through what we've gone through to be the reason why we get our step up. You guys know me, I got to preach while I teach. So the Bible says that the first shall become last and the last shall become first. And what they were meaning by that is that we have to understand the knowledge. My people perish for lack of knowledge. We have to understand the knowledge to get ourselves in a position to where we can win. And the system has so many of those reparations built in. If we can just step into a place and position of understanding how to access them, and that first step is becoming incorporated. So I just want to shout out to my queens who have got their corporation set up this last week. Congratulations. I do believe we have 3 new business babies in here. And like I said, from business baby to business titan, honey, because we come in for those Fortune 500 companies. Yes, 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 we are. So this is the who we are. I'm going to go ahead and click, and we're going to watch this together so you guys can see the new branding, but also so that we can go through this process and let everyone know that this is who we are and what we represent. And hopefully your girl put the right link because it's only 2 minutes. I did, because the 222. I love that. I love that it came out to be just 222.
I have been so focused on finding the exact key, the exact formula to execute this plan. I've surrounded myself with the most amazing supportive people. I've figured out every system of operation. I've built the community. I've found the people that want to run alongside me. I feel God in my corner stronger than ever. I woke up with a different kind of what if this morning. It's the kind of what if that makes you think, what if it works? What if we run? What if it comes out bigger than I could ever imagine? I have everything I need. I'm not afraid at all. I know this level comes with a lot of responsibility. I don't even think I'm scared. I learned finally that when I look to my right and to my left, when I turn around and when I go forward, all I see are people ready to come up with me. I was so afraid of having to do it alone that for years I wouldn't do it at all. Now, in this moment, it's game on. And I have a whole team ready. 10,000 wealthy women. 5 months. Watch us shape history. Watch us be the next generation of multimillionaires. Watch us do what they told us that women could never do. And the best part about it, we don't need anyone's permission. We don't need to sit at your table. We built our own table, our own house, our own mansions, our own compounds, our own trucking companies, our own shipping facilities, our own collaborative marketplace. We don't need your money. We don't need your permission. We don't need your bigotry. We've got each other. We are unstoppable. We are the wealthy women. Let's go.
Woo, woo. I get heated and goosebumps and cry every time I watch that. So I just wanted to do that again because I think that if you wake up and watch that and listen to that every morning, or maybe make your own rendition of it.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, here we go.
Today we are going to be covering
Apparently,
the EIDL,
we're going to learn about the
Targeted
EIDL.
Advance
Hold on,
and
guys.
Economic Injury Disaster.
In case you guys needed that, go to this YouTube channel. You won't find the EIDL breakdown for those of you guys who may have needed that. I always believe that everything happens for a reason. So there's that. That's on the Wealthy Woman in Wellness or Wealthy Woman in Waiting YouTube channel. So anyways, that is who we are. Welcome to Wealthy Woman in Waiting, a powerhouse entrepreneurial ecosystem designed to educate and elevate luxury influencers, investors, brands, and businesses. Wealthy Women in Waiting is a community of the industry's leading thought leaders, experts, and educators coming to curate a space jam-packed with actionable information with implementable steps. Our objective is to give birth to power-packed brands built on foundational principles that ensure success while your brand is built, launched, and scaled. Together, we are better. Together, we enrich the entrepreneurial communities around us as we develop and expand into the successes that we are inevitably becoming. Welcome to this community, and let's go together. So this is a 12-month program. And through this process, we're going to unlock the blueprint on how to structure your wealth from the ground up. I get it. We want to go fast. I get it. We need to change our financial situation now. Why? Because I can guarantee you every single one of you needs to change your situation now, whether it be because of a desperation in your spirit and you knowing that it's the time, and maybe you did make this decision in a time where you were abundant, or you are in a situation where you're looking at things now and moving forward and you're like, something's got to change, or I can't stay here anymore. Something's got to change, or I can't do this anymore. I can't live the life that I want. So we're going to go through the process of creating credibility, establishing your estate, selecting your service, expanding your 10 stakes, defining your area of influence, planning your ascension, curating visibility, building your tribe, systemizing culture creation, deploying your community, encouraging participation through leading by example, and the implementation of the blueprint. These 12 steps, people are so focused on like the sauce. They're so focused on this and that and the other thing. But let me tell you something. When you have a name that you can use to endorse an opportunity, a business, or a product, and when you have a business, hold on, y'all, we keep getting people popping in now the waiting room. Let me make sure. Okay. Welcome to the few of us, for you that just joined us. We're just walking through the outline of the Wealthy Apprentice program. Okay, so when I say things like create credibility, your name, you need to be able to endorse things, but also your personal credit and your business credit, they need to be on lock. If you have a business, you've been doing business for me, it's almost 10 years now. 10 years. Did I get my corporation set up properly from the beginning? No. Did I get my credit started? No. I would have 10 years almost of business history at this point. That would be so, and of high paying income. That would be so much help for me. But I didn't get myself in a place and position. So a lot of you guys are business owners and startup, and you're sitting here trying to figure out what to do. Well, start with building your financial foundation. Okay, create your credibility, establishing your estate. The reason why I make you guys get a C Corp versus any other type of corporation is because the ability for you to actually build and structure your wealth, to be owned and own a trust, to get your assets structured inside your corporation so it's protected from you, because you are your business's biggest asset and your biggest liability. Selecting your service so you know how you're going to serve with your funds, with your resources. I love the story Grant told the other day on his Instagram about how the fact that he had to go buy a jet because he was either going to have to pay millions of dollars in taxes or buy a jet. Would you rather pay $1 million in taxes or have a private jet? Let me know in the comments. Okay. That's why you structure your wealth. That's why you establish your estate, because then you can have options like that. All right. Okay, that's what I thought. Private jet. That's what I thought. We gonna have a wealthy woman jet. Okay. Expanding your 10 stakes. So many of you guys some of you guys have lived in the same town your whole life. I love that so many of us have been traveling across state this time. So many of us have been out of the country in the last month. But I want you guys to understand that you have to expand your vision, and you can't do that unless you align yourself with people that are going where you're trying to go, or that are where you're trying to be. Okay. Define your area of influence. Some of you guys, like, we got some of the most powerful influencers and leaders on this team already in this group of apprentices. We have people that specialize in, we have Keto for the Soul, Queen, the first Clubhouse club on Clubhouse that was for keto. She's building a huge tribe and impacted so many people. But did you know that you could do that, Judy, unless you had expanded your 10 stakes on Clubhouse and spoke out and used your voice? And now you have a huge conglomerate of people that are your friends and that support you and that communicate with you about their needs. And that is what it means to expand your 10 stakes, because now you can reach areas that you would have never thought of expanding into before, right? Define your area of influence and expanding your 10 stakes. Plan your ascension. Oh my goodness. And we're going to be going over the workbook in this next video. We're going to be going over the first workbook, and the area of influence is how you create a designer lifestyle. Planning your ascension, creating a designer lifestyle. You have to know what you want. You have to know what you're willing to sacrifice for it. You have to be willing to commit to that and make a plan to commit to that. So many of you guys need, like right now, go in your phone, set an alarm for 7 p.m. EST for these meetings, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. There's no excuse that you can make to not be here. There is no excuse. This is your time that you are dedicating to your business, to your dreams. When you go to your work, why do you give them 8 hours a day to their dreams, but you can't give yourself one? Okay. That needs to be a commitment. Set the alarm right now. Set the alarm right now. Then you're going to go to curating visibility, building your tribe. You guys have already seen what we've done with the Wealthy Woman in Waiting group, and we know that we're all going into phase 2 of that. It's totally different when I can have a dream and a plan, and I can bring people into that vision. They see the vision and they want to run with it. You're not alone in this journey. You don't have to be alone in this journey. Systemizing culture creation, understanding what it is, the behaviors of your audience and your community, and knowing what information to deposit in them to ignite that fire in their soul of resonance. Okay. Deploying your community on behalf of your vision and your mission, because the reason why it's so easy to bring people in alignment with my vision is because my vision is them. My vision is to see them expand to their highest version, and through their ascendance, the lower I go, the more I serve, the more I pour out, the higher you guys rise, and I get to rise as well, because we all move together. Encourage participation through leading by example. One of the things you guys have to understand is you need to show up for yourself every single day, because as you do for your business, for your personal situation, it's not only the people that are watching you on social media, but it's the people in your family. It's your sons and daughters. My son behaves a certain way because of the way that he grew up watching me build my businesses in our home. He has a different type of thinking, a different way of understanding. You guys have heard him come up on Clubhouse or on here and talk before. It's different the way that our environment shifts because we stay focused. I want to encourage you guys to lead by example, to show up for yourself, show up for your business, show up for your dreams, because when you show up for your dreams, other people are going to begin to show up for your dreams as well. And the implementation of the blueprint will be the 12th month, where we bring all of this stuff together and we just get it done. Yes, you'll be earning along the way. That is not a problem, you guys. We already talked about how easy this is going to be when it comes to starting at your foundation. So we go live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday nights. I don't know why Friday is not here, but I'm not going to type it right now, at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Zoom. What you guys will be getting in this program is legal, business planning, marketing instructions, vendor sourcing, content strategy, collaborations, giveaway, influencer marketing, paid traffic, web design, graphic design, branding, marketing research, scaling, monetizing, order fulfillment, packaging offers, social media marketing, customer service, personal growth, scheduling, funding resources, and so much more. You will learn everything that it takes to build an empire, basically everything and more. We got everything and then the sauce on top. Don't forget the sprinkles and the cherries. And then we got the cute little packaging to make it even better, okay? So you will learn everything it takes to build a financial empire from the ground up. These are just some of the actual courses that I've compiled down that you guys will be getting access to. Some of them you already have access to if you're already in the apprenticeship program. The Wealthy Apprentice, highly engaging Facebook statuses, the Business Essentials Blueprint, the Omnipresent Social Media Content Curator, Self-Wealth Blueprint, Business Plan Workbook, the $1 Million Facebook Group List, Launch Your Low Ticket Legacy, Dominating Digital Product Drop Shipping. You guys don't understand that is where the money lies. That's why I'm stressing you guys getting your content. We've done the thought, the idea, thought, action, or plan action worksheet. And then last week we did building your wealth house with the outline on how to build out those digital products. Reason being is because I promise you that's where the money is. Business Credit Bootcamp, going to be teaching you guys how to acquire up to $150,000 in business credit and then flip that instantly to $1 million just by showing that to my personal vendor. Okay, 52-week content strategy. We already kind of broke this down last week when we were going through building your walls and how easy it is to transform digital content into, you guys are gonna have so much content, you're not even gonna know what you just do with yourself, and you're gonna be omnipresent. People are gonna know your name, they're gonna know about your business, they're gonna know about your products. The 6-figure launch strategy, you guys are gonna learn my 6-step, 6-figure launch strategy that goes ridiculous, it goes stupid. Troy, you're gonna freak out when you learn about this. The ripple effect, an affiliate program that builds itself. You guys are kind of seeing the ripple effect. Some of you guys are the results of the ripple effect. And we're about to launch the heck out of the ripple effect for this apprenticeship. And it is crazy how people just raise their hand to run next to you because they're fighters. They don't want to miss out on the movement either. Community Culture Curator Blueprint. So this is something I do on purpose. You guys go in my Facebook group and you can go into other business related Facebook groups. They do not behave or act the same. It's because it's different over here. We create culture. No personal guarantee business credit vendors list. So once you guys have gone through the units that are already up in the apprenticeship group that gets your business credible from the foundation, then you're going to be able to build business credit with no personal guarantee. And I have a list of vendors that you can go through from tier 1 all the way to tier 7, as well as lines of credit and loans that are available to startup businesses and grants and resources. So you guys will be able to grab that, go through it and find what fits for you and get your business fully funded. We fully funded, fly and fabulous over here. And you already know that's the truth on period. Okay. Ultimate vendors list. I have compiled, you guys, this is the most beautiful vendors list on the planet, and I'm going to make you write a review because it's absolutely beautiful. And you guys, this is the most beautiful vendors list that exists. Okay. And we've researched all this stuff. So launch it, social media tool launch kit. So some of you guys are lost when you build out your social media. I'm going to teach you how to take those up from the ground and turn them into lucrative, avenues of digital real estate, sexy, savvy systems and sales funnels workshops. So once you guys got your financial foundation solidified, got your products ready, then we'll teach you how to systemize that and build your sales funnels, ads for successful entrepreneurs, in addition to workbooks, live training, strategy sessions, like we are doing right now on live coaching, questionnaires, blueprints, tech help, live clubhouse meetings, worksheets, and on-demand training so you can learn at your own pace. Responsibility equals the responsibility, the ability to respond. You guys have heard me say it, and I'm going to preach it over and over again until you get it, okay? The higher your knowledge, the higher your ability to respond and create a specific, intentional, desired outcome. If you guys have the knowledge that your apprenticeship program meeting is at 7 p.m. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you choose to show up for that, even if you don't feel like it, even if you're sick, even if you're dealing with shit at home, even if your son is sitting there asking for you to cook stuff on the stove, and you're supposed to be on your meeting in 3 minutes, you got to do the meeting, right? Because the more responsibility means you have more ability to create the life you desire based on how you respond intentionally to life that's happening for you. Life is happening for you. It may not feel like it always. I know it didn't feel that way, Brianna, when everything happened last week. Pierre, I know it didn't feel that way when you went through what you went through, but let me tell you something. It's happening for you. And if you can just say, no, this is happening for me. This is happening for me. I got to find the lesson. And you show up and you be consistent and you don't lose your focus on your focal point. Guess what? You're going to get there. The more consistent you are with creating your responses intentionally, the more wealth becomes a habit and building wealth becomes habitual. I love that I have behaviors that build wealth for me every day, right? Walk with us for the next 365 days as we build habitual wealth together on purpose. Understand that thoughts become things. Learn and master emotional intelligence. Acknowledge that you are what you consume. Follow the plan of systematic wealth creation and put your subconscious mind to work. You guys know I told the story a couple times about when I first learned about The Strangest Secret, which is a broken down rendition of the book, Think and Grow Rich, right? I had such a negative programming from my childhood, from the way that I had belief systems, things that people had said to me. I remember everything that was ever said to me, and it would replay on a loop in the back of my head. There was always noise in the back of my head. You guys, I couldn't silence those voices. But let me tell you something. When I put my subconscious mind to work, because I listened to The Strangest Secret every night before I went to bed, I turned it on and I would take my melatonin and I would go to sleep, because I knew that the 5% of me that was working all day long to get all these things and was busy, busy, busy was nothing compared to the 95% of me that's working while I'm sleeping and working in the background as I operate. And so the programming that I gave my subconscious mind to devour while I slept, that kept the nightmares away, was that 45-minute recording called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. And I listened and I listened and I listened and I listened until pretty soon, when I came against things that were oppressive, when I came against things that felt like giant obstacles, that recording would train my mind to behave and respond and think a certain way, not only about my situations and circumstances, but the belief system that I had put in my place and beliefs about myself. I know that I am all powerful. I know that my thoughts become things. I know that I am what I consume. And so I chose to help program my mind that way. And now I can program my mind during the day, because I've given myself grace. I've forgiven myself, and I tell myself who I am. I tell myself what I'm capable of. And I stand in agreement with the fact that I'm ever abundant. I want to encourage you guys, if you're struggling with those negative thoughts, do something like that. Pour into yourself first thing in the morning with a motivational video, and at night, listen to that Strangest Secret recording. I promise you, your life will change within 30 days. Build your assets. So as we go through this process, you're going to learn how to build your name, how to build your community, how to build your social platforms, how to build your ecosystems. We already went through the process of the ecosystems. You guys will get the sauce on that inside of our community. But let me tell you something. I got 13 apprentices on this one. That means I got 13 business partners. I got 13 badasses who are coming here. They're showing up. They're doing every single thing that they need to do to get themselves to the next level. And what does that mean? That when Brianna has a challenge and I can go support her, I can get a commissions check and flood my girls program with people that are interested in what is that she has to offer. Same thing with Judy, same thing with Pierre, same thing with Deborah, same thing when I send people to Troy for their boutique and I've got myself some clothes. I'm repping my sister's brand, but I'm getting my check on the back end, because we are an ecosystem. We're not in competition with each other. We're in complete collaboration with each other. And that's why no one can compare. That's why no one will ever get as big as us, because we are doing and willing to do something that no one else will do. We are a collaborative ecosystem. And that means that where we vibrate, where we collaborate, we are on a whole nother level, because everybody else is too busy being at their throats to realize that there's more than enough for all of us, that we don't agree with scarcity lack, and we have more than enough at all times. Number 5, how to build your teams. Okay. Ooh, Google had a team. Apple had a team. Who else had a team, y'all? Who else had a team? Y'all know the
Jesus
answer.
had a team.
Jesus had a team. That's right, girl. Jesus had a team. So that means you need a team. Stop trying to do everything on your own. And with us around you, you will have a team. I know there's times where you guys may have felt discouraged. You may have felt, even in this apprenticeship program, as you're going through, traveling around, moving around, it's not easy to come back to the work, right? But I bet you when Leela posted that $15,000 approved letter in the group chat, what did that do? How many corporations did we see form that day, y'all? We saw 2. Why? Because people were excited. It's so much better when you're moving with a team than when you're moving by yourself. We were meant for that. How to build a successful relationship with your mentor. This is going to be something that we're going to be covering next week one-on-one with y'all, because as much as I want to pour into you, if you're not in a state and a place and position of receiving, and you don't know how to pour back into me, it hinders the relationship. You don't want to feel like a burden to your mentor. You want to always show up, serve up, but you also want to know how to, you guys don't understand, you teach me every day. Right. And so being able to have a successful relationship with your mentor is going to help take your business and your personal life to your next level. How to build your time, how to build your business credit, how to build your network. We all know the network is your net worth. Jesus, your network is your net worth. Butchered that. Okay, how to build your business plan. We have a business plan workbook, business plan checklist, and a business plan outline for y'all to follow. So you literally are so out of business plan stuff, you're never going to run out of business plan stuff. All right, structuring your business, registering your business with the state, business phone number, business virtual/physical address, EIN number, 411 listing, business credit, understanding your market, finding your niche, market research tools, or market research and market research tools, and then getting your DUNS number. All right, so that's a basic outline of what you guys are going to experience here. Pretty much everything, but I wanted to get it more isolated, more dialed in, more tuned in, so you guys knew what we were doing, what we're covering, and why we're covering it. It's so much. It seems like a lot, but I promise you, just do the step. Just do the next step. Just do one thing, because pretty soon you're going to be like, it's like when you were cleaning your room as a kid. I used to cry because I'm like, Mom, there's so much to do, right? I was always overwhelmed with cleaning. I still look like sometimes I'm cleaning the house and I don't know where to start. I don't know about you, but I go a little bit, I do a little bit of bathroom, do a little bit of laundry, do a little bit of dishes. I go in the other room, do a little bit in the kitchen. I'll dust some stuff. Now I'm playing on my phone for 20 minutes. It's like this stuff, but building your business when you're first starting, even if you have a blueprint, it's kind of like that. So just be okay with that. Be okay with the flow that you choose to go at, because eventually you're going to get there. You can be as aggressive or non-aggressive as you want, but I'm going to tell you that you're going to have everything that you need from a foundational standpoint to get to the end result, which is your ultimate success. So this is the Wealthy Apprentice program. That was the outline. I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording so that we can move on to the next thing. And guys, we'll see you in the next video when we're breaking down the first step, which is doing your self-wealth blueprint, defining your desired what you're willing to sacrifice, finding your champion, and planning your work and working your plan. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop this. You guys, I love this. Hold on, let me take a picture of all you guys here. I feel like I stayed on task for the most part. Do that. Do you guys want to exit out and come back in for this part so that we don't get kicked off? Let me check the group chat really quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
Clarissa's dying on the couch. It's okay. You can listen with your eyes closed. All right, see you on the next link, okay? The same link, just come back in.